Hi Stitchy friends, I'm Erin.
And I'm Rhona, and together we are Tangled Threads and Things.
And today we just wanted to share a quick update on some of our whips and some of our finishes.
Sounds good. You starting?
Yep, I will start. So in our last video I had one pizzle, and if you don't know what a pizzle is, go back and watch our first Flosstube where Rhona explains what a pizzle is. I now have 5 pizzles. So I will just start with each of them and show where I am at.
This one's nice. I really like this one. The colours are, that yellow is gorgeous.
So my first one is this Portuguese tile bookmark. And in our last video, I only had the blue done and I wasn't sure if I was going to add the yellow to this. And I'm really pleased that I added the yellow. I think it just creates a nice feel.
It's nice and summery, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put it this way so you can really see it. So that one, I just need to trim it down, make it into a bookmark, maybe stick it on some felt. Not really sure how yet, what I'm going to do, but there's my bookmark.
We'll figure it out together. Last time I had just started this one and it's so satisfying, you know, when you've got an actual finish. So this is my Hocus Pocus. I need wine. I just need wine, not even to focus. So this one was a nice quick stitch, not a lot of colours.
That always makes it easier when there's not so many colours.
And I don't know about you, but you know, I did all the black, and then when I came to do the red for the, you know, this part of the wine, it was lovely having a, you know, different cut. I don't know about you, like just changing your colour just kind of makes it really, can I say exciting?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit silly, but
no,
I'm sure you stitchers will know. It's like changing the colours just like really satisfying. So doing the red was just really, it was a lot of fun. So I like that one. I'm really pleased with this one. And I just have to finish it. I know what I want to do. I just can't get all the...
So what do you want to do?
I'm going to make it, I want to do it as a flat ornament. And I'd like to do... like a black gingham or something on the background, and with some dark red ric-rac.
What's ric-rac?
You know, the wavy...
Oh, okay.
The wavy stuff. The wavy stuff. But I can't find the black gingham. I can't get that anywhere, so I'm going to have to go up to the craft store. You know what that means. Means coming home with more than just black gingham.
Well, if you know a good place to get black gingham, let us know in the comments below.
Or if you've got any other ideas of how I could finish this, that would be appreciated. But that is my plan. But I'm really pleased I got that one finished. I like that one. I really... Can you tell? I'm really excited that I like it.
Yeah. All right, my next one. I'll show this one.
You've got so many to show.
I do.
I know, you're putting me to shame.
So the next one is a whip. It's not done, but I'm working on this little penguin design. And I actually designed this in blues, but I cannot stick to my own pattern for my life. You think because I designed it, I would be able to stick to it. I choose all the colors, yet every single pattern, I never use the colors that I design in.
But that's the good thing about cross stitch, is that you can change it. You could design it in blue and you could, you know, stitch it in a different colour, and every time you stitch it, it's going to be different because you've used different colours. So I like that about
I know, but it's like I when I go into design, I'm like, okay, pick colours that you're going to want to stitch with. I'm like, oh yes, these colours are great, and then I don't stitch with them anyway.
I don't think it matters though. It really doesn't matter. I think, and I understand that as well, because it just depends on the mood that you're in, whether you want to do the colour. But as I say, I love that about cross stitch because you can change it, and every time it's different, and everybody's is then unique because they've used a different colour. So yeah, for cross stitch. Okay, and my next one is one of my little witchy gnome, or is it a witch gnome or a gnome witch? I don't know. So I just finished this one, and I've just got the charts up in my Etsy shop as well. So if you like this one, and it comes with 3 other little Halloween gnomes. So,
and that's a nice size as well for a piece.
It was really quick.
You know, I like quick projects.
Yeah, I just love all the Halloween things about this one. This little cute little nose, except it's not a little nose, it's a big nose because she's a gnome. gnome. But yeah, so I finished that one. Another one that was really quick to stitch. So I feel like I'm on a roll just now with my quick finishes or my quick stitching.
Me too. All right, next one. So I've started on my Christmas stitching. I love Christmas.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Well, in this family anyway, we love Christmas.
Overnight shipping via reindeer. So this piece, I designed and stitched it before figuring out what I really want to do with it, as always. Okay. But what I'm thinking, I have the general idea. Like I wanted this to be either stuck onto like a large, what's that like beigey colored fabric called?
Oh, like burlap or something.
Yeah, like a large burlap. Yeah, like a large burlap bag. You know, like a bag, and then we could put the baby's presents in that, and this would be the label on the bag. The presents were shipped overnight via reindeer.
Yeah, that's
cute. So that's what I was thinking. Like maybe it would go on the bag, or I thought in some way maybe it could be like a very large tag that hangs out of a stocking that's been stuffed, or you know. So I'm not really sure. I liked the general concept, and I was like,
but you could do
I can do what I want with it, and I'll figure that out later. So
but you could do, you could do both of these ideas. You could do it as a big tag on like a, those red felt stockings you get at
that's
Christmas
what
time.
I was thinking.
It's just really plain, so your eyes would be drawn to that. Or as you say, the burlap thing. And that's a great thing when you've got multiple uses from one chart. Piece. Yeah, that's really good. So
if you have any ideas on what you think might be nice for finishing this, let us know. Because I do want to. This is actually for me. Well, for my son for Christmas, so that he has. I really want lots of Christmas stitching so that he can grow up with
nice.
Little pieces that it's
little
like
memories.
I remember that one, and so that's my next one.
Right. Well,
and that
and that vein, that little fella's going to have some more Christmas stitching. So this one is my little gingerbread man, and I know he looks a bit funny because his arms look kind of long here, but what I'm going to do is I am going to back it with felt and then cut round the gingerbread man, and then the bits here that aren't stitched, there's going to be a little slit. I know that's the bit that makes everybody nervous, actually cutting their Ada. There's a little slit there, and then what you're going to do is you're going to slot a candy cane in, so the little gingerbread man looks like he's holding the candy cane. Kind of difficult to do it just now in August.
We were just talking, we cannot find candy canes anywhere.
Oh, it's hardly surprising since it's August. But, so he can hold a little candy cane, or the other thing you can do is do the same thing, back him with felt, cut him out, and put like a lollipop stick, craft stick. Maybe paint the craft stick white, and then write your guest's name onto the stick, and then you could put it on a table placer. The thing.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
I don't know what you call it, but like on your table set, you've got your
a nameplate, place name.
Who knows? But you get the idea. So this one has multiple uses. So you could either, you could hang it up on your tree, or you could use it as a table thingamajig that we don't know the word for. Got the ideas, don't have the vocabulary.
Yep.
Anyway, so that is my Christmas one, and that will also be in my Etsy shop as soon as I can find candy canes. So that's me out.
So my next one, I actually haven't made any progress on, so I won't even take it out of the Ziploc, but this is the Plant Mum one that I've been working on. You can see this in our last video. I just haven't had a chance to work on it, but it's so close to being done.
That baby just needs to sleep a little bit more.
Yes. So do you have any more, or no?
Well, I could have my guilty confession. Here's my guilty confession. This one, which I showed last time, which is Winter's Lace by Dimensions. And my guilty confession is I still haven't done any. But in my defence, I have been busy. I have been stitching the gnomes and the Halloween things. So I will get it done.
But someone had commented on our video about possibly trying to do it for half an hour every day. So you were thinking maybe you would try that once you get...
Yeah. I was thinking as well, maybe even to try just to do like one length of thread on this one before I do
any other project.
Else.
Yeah,
you know, this one I have to do one length of thread. And often once you do one length of thread, you do more. So we'll see.
Okay, so my next one is another whip, which is... Okay, so right now it says peach stars, but I just didn't do the leg of the R here. So it should say reach, and then in here it will say for the stars. So it's not peach stars, it's going to be reach for the stars. And then there's some more geometric stitching that would be done up here and a little bit down here as well. So this was just a nice quick project, one of my Patreon charts, just for fun, and also is not stitched in the colors that I designed it in.
A sense of theme here.
Actually, the overnight shipping one also wasn't the colors that...
What colours were you going to do that
It's just a slightly different red and green.
Oh, right, okay. So it's still, yeah.
But they look almost identical, so...
that's...
So that's that one. And then I just have one more whip that I wanted to show. And it's actually not cross-stitch. I decided that I wanted to try and learn embroidery, but I didn't look up anything about how to do it. So this one's very messy. The stitches don't look right, but I've started on this embroidery for one of my friend's babies, and you can actually see a lot of pencil marks because I drew out the stems with the leaves, but then I didn't follow my pencil marks. So I don't know if it will, like, if I can erase it, or...
You could try. Because if it works, it works. If not...
Yeah. So I might have to figure out how I can cover up some of those little pencil marks. But
that's nice. I like that one.
It was fun to try something new because I've always cross-stitched. So it was interesting to go from cross-stitch to embroidery. It was nice to be able to have a plain canvas and do anything I want rather than counted cross-stitch. But at the same time, that made it kind of difficult because then you have to think things through a lot more. And
I love the look of embroidery, but when I try to do it,
you're a perfectionist.
I'm so self-critical. I really, you know, and I feel like, it has to be exactly, you know, the stitches have to be...
Yeah, like you wouldn't be happy if yours looked like
which
this.
is why I like cross-stitch, because the little holes in the fabric keep your little X's exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I think the thing with embroidery though is once I've done it, I'm really super critical of myself at the time because I can see it. But you know, when you look at your stitching the next day or the next week, you don't always see it.
And when it's hanging on the wall, nobody will see it anyway.
No, that's the thing. I mean, it's like even like cross stitch. You know that you've maybe not used the right colour or whatever, but nobody else does.
Yeah.
You know, so I think we'll have to stop being so hard on ourselves.
Agreed.
Yeah. So,
well, I think that's all of our whips and recent finishes.
Or not finishes. Or not even anything done in them. That would be me.
That's why it's still a whip.
Yeah, but when does it transition from being a whip to a UFO?
What's that? An unfinished
object.
I think a UFO is when you've declared that you're not going to finish something.
Right, okay.
I think you can have a whip for
years
and years and years.
Yeah, but I think though as well it's like work in progress, so you really have to be doing a little bit on it, and I haven't done that, so I'll say it's a whip. It makes me feel a little bit better.
Well, thank you for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. If there's any particular videos you'd like to see, let us know, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye!